Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And this is probably one of the most important videos I've ever done. If you're looking at coming and to take a look at Lake Chapala, then this video is for you. So there's a whole new kind of life ahead, full of experiences just waiting to happen. Some call it retirement, and then there's those that call it living the dream. That's my reason for this video. So I want to make it clear in advance that I don't have this channel and I don't offer my service because I have to, because I don't. But I care about you. I care about each and every person that's a part of our channel that have an interest in coming and being able to retire here at Lake Chapala. So why this video? Well, for one, to share with you that we had a terrible experience. And I don't want you to have to go through that also. We went through the mistakes that we made, the setbacks, and the disappointments, and all the anxiety and the stress and the fear of unknown that we went through. So I want you to know that we went ahead and we basically have cleared the way for other people being able to come and making it a whole lot easier. So it took us about 6 to 8 months for us to really be able to get our arms around what it's like here living and retiring at Lake Chapala. So I don't want you to have to wait that long. And so I'm helping your learning curve to actually happen a lot quicker, and we'll compress time frames. That way you learn a whole lot in a short period of time, which would be 2 days. So I heard a long time ago that what you don't know can't hurt you. Have you ever heard of that? Well, I want you to know that what you don't know can hurt you. And it's happened to us here at Lake Chapala. So again, not wanting you to have to go through that. So there's been said, also I learned quite a number of years ago, that there's 2 ways for us to learn. One, we can learn from our own mistakes, and it's very costly and expensive. Or we can learn from other people's mistakes, and it doesn't cost us the same. The bottom line is we get to learn, and it's either for free or for a minimal fee. But so we've been here for almost 4 years, and we started our YouTube channel after our 4th year being here because I felt people needed to know what, in fact, they needed to know before they came here. So we now have just shy of 500 videos that we have now filmed, edited, and produced. That's all about, our whole channel is all about Lake Chapala and retiring here. So we have thousands of subscribers, hundreds of thousands that our channel has actually been viewed. And we've been recognized as YouTube influencers and Lake Chapala ambassadors, and some have even said that we've become an authority on retiring here to Lake Chapala. So I recognize that this is a big deal. It's a big deal because it's a life event, and as I said, I care about you. So think about this. You're thinking of coming to Mexico. It's a new country. It's a different culture. You possibly don't speak the language. You're going to have high anxiety. There's a cultural difference. What you don't know is what you need to know. You're going to be outside your comfort zone, and there's the investment of time, money, effort, and thought. So I literally take that all into account putting this together. So a lot of thought has come into this in regards to the happenings, because after you land here at Lake Chapala, you'll take a beautiful 30-minute ride away from the airport to come to Lake Chapala. Our first day together, we'll be headed together to see all of the sights, the sounds, over the 20 miles in between Jocotepec and Chapala, and everything that's important for you to know. So there are 3 things that I just want to make sure that you've got to look forward to. One is we're going to have a great time together. 2 days, we're going to have a great time. Second, you're going to have 100% of my time and my attention. And then third, our time together will be very interactive. So you asking whatever questions I'll be actually answering all those for you. So, and it's something I really want to make a point on. Every person, every couple that comes, I always let them know in advance to give me a list of what's important for them to accomplish while we're together. So on our first day, we're going to go to approximately, we're going to pass by, I'm going to point to just over 30 neighborhoods, communities, and towns along the North Shore here at Lake Chapala. We're approximately 98% of all the expats live here. You're going to find out the pros and the cons. We're going to cover the pros and cons of all the neighborhoods. And I'm going to share with you, such as in each one of the neighborhoods we're going through, I'm going to talk about the safest, the most desirable ones, which ones are away from the noise, if that's important to you. Where can you expect reliable services, reliable utilities, where you don't have water issues, and the neighborhoods where you don't want to rent, where you want to rent where you can flush the toilet paper down the toilet, where there's no power outages, maybe where there's no cobblestones, what rents normally cost in this neighborhood, who to watch out for, who genuinely pays for what, when in fact you're renting, who's paying for what, the contracts, and what's important to know about real estate attorneys, what's in the communities, and what are the amenities, a pool, jacuzzi, gated, purified drinking water, high-speed internet, close to everything, which a lot of people want to be able to not have to have a car, and that they want to be able to walk, but shortly after they have a car. So how to gardeners and how to find good housekeepers, and tips in finding a perfect rental for you, renting versus buying and why, what you need to know about real estate and rentals. It got shared with me because I literally wanted to make a connection with a realtor here, because I was in real estate for about 10 years in Southern California. And I literally, the first person I talked to as an expat didn't know the answers to what I was asking. And I said to him, do you know somebody I could talk to for these answers? And he says, yes, but I want you to know there's over 250 realtors between Hocotepec and Chapala. That's 20 miles, 250 realtors. And that was in 2021. That was literally almost 4 years ago. And so I really found out that that was so true. So to be in real estate here, to be a rental agent, doesn't require a license, no certification, does not require any experience. All they need to have is a business card. And I just got to tell you, I don't want you to fall into any traps that we've fallen into, because we've done it, and I don't want you to go through the same thing. So we're talking about homes that are listed for sale, possibly in that neighborhood, or homes that were listed for sale and already sold. That's what I really meant. I don't know what necessarily a house is selling for, but there are some that, because I've known the realtor and such, of what they actually sold for. What to avoid it. That's really important. How to pay your rent in Mexico. Short-term versus long-term. Is there a way of getting a better rental budget and rental costs? How to get the best deal when it comes to rentals. Okay, so that's covering neighborhoods that we're going to be going through. It's going to take us our first day together because of the fact there's a lot to see. I also take you to different elevations here along the lake so you can see the lake from different perspectives. I give you all the information about the lake. I go through a whole lot of things. But what I also want you to know is this is also part of our time together. I'm talking about healthcare. Who are the best dentists, the best doctors? How about assisted living, palliative care, memory care, nursing homes, estate planning, the importance of that in Mexico, the locations of the hospitals, the best pharmacies, office locations, which pharmacies carry your medications, which ones have them your correct dose, elder care, who can you trust? What's the cost of that in Mexico? The best locations, medical evacuation services that literally is a plane that you can get on and it takes you back to the States or back to Canada. Funeral home planning. Also Medicare. How does Medicare, if you're an American and you're on Medicare, how does Medicare work in Mexico? I've got that information for you because Barbara recently was in the hospital and Medicare took care of the bill. I wasn't glad that she was there, but I'm glad it was taken care of. Auto insurance, car insurance, home health insurance, the pros and cons of moving everything here or selling everything, how you're moving down. Do you want to bring the house or do you want to sell everything? Banking in Mexico, the best banks. How about the best banks to get the highest interest rate? Yes, there's one here that offers 11.5%. The best ATMs. Why is that important? Because there are ATMs that allow you to actually get the better exchange rate because you're actually able to decline one of the processes in getting the money at the ATM. So we go through that. The best exchange rates, the best expat-friendly banks. What's tipping in Mexico? What do you need to know about that? How about the best restaurants? That's always a big one. Chinese, Italian, Mexican, steaks, vegan, vegetarian. I mean, all kinds of choices. What's public transportation like? What does it take to get a taxi? What does it take to get a private driver? How about the bus? How does the bus work here? Bringing a car down, the pluses and the minuses, the pros and cons of having a car here. Bringing pets down. If you've got pets that you want to bring, what do you do about that? How do you bring them down? How about the best vets? How about also the rescues or the cat rescues? How about cell phone service? What in fact comes when you're looking at using your cell phone? Barbara and I, we're still on with ours, which is T-Mobile. And we've been with them for, 4 years of being here. I've been with them about 20 years. But you keep your cell phone, you keep your service, or do you get a Mexican phone? We talk about Telcel, and that's something you want to go into. Grocery stores. What are the best grocery stores? Which grocery stores are actually stocked that you would see that's actually in the States? Private drivers and how to get them. How to get your mail. What an important thing. It's Mexico. We are a 12-hour car ride from the border. How do you get your mail here? How about Amazon? Amazon US, Amazon Mexico, DHL, FedEx. How do you get those services to come to your front door? And yes, I'll share with you how to do that. Mail forwarding services. Mail, you have a place that's delivered your mail, it's in the States. How to then get that to you? How about churches? If you're looking for a church home, then how in fact, and I would want to know if that's the case with you, which church are you a part of? And that's all worked out within our tour. How about entertainment? How about home entertainment? Whether it's cable or whether it's satellite. I've got a gentleman that literally can get you everything that there is to get on a TV for only $25 a month. Now, that's something also I talk about. This gentleman was actually shared with me by probably 3 of the folks that are subscribers of ours that were customers of his. So we'll talk about that too. How about live music? We've got several individuals that are professional musicians that come down. They're playing different bands. And how about the live music? Do you like dancing and such? How about tours? How about taxes here? How about a good attorney, a tax attorney, accountants, CPAs? Spanish lessons. If you're someone who wants to learn Spanish, what do you do to do that? The thermal spas. A lot of ladies like the spas. I share with you where those at. I'll point them out to you. How about the golf courses? There are those of you that I know that are golfers. I most recently was a golf professional, and I had a golf academy in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Had just over 100 students, and no, I've not been given lessons here. I haven't even played golf since we've been here. Where to get fresh fruits and vegetables? The tianguises, the farmers markets that are located here. So, as I mentioned to you, I don't have to do this. I'm coming right back to that again. I don't have to do this, but I care. I genuinely care. I wish there was someone here that I knew that when we got here that could have taken care of all of this. No concerns, no frustration, no disappointments. I wish. No anxiety. I mean, it was really, really bad. So some of the things, the reasons why I'm the guy that wants to help you be able to get acclimated here. we've been recognized, at least I've been recognized, as the #1 influencer when it comes to rentals, when it comes to people retiring and coming to Lake Chapala, because I recognize the importance of making quality connections with Lakeside. And I, in fact, authored, which has become the #1 referral resource guide. It has taken me 3.5 years. It's taken me hundreds of hours. I have literally vetted, interviewed. I have become clients or customers. As I said, I have spent at least 200, if not more, hours putting this book together. It's an invaluable guide. This guide is chock full of every honest, professional, bilingual business service contact information for each and every one of these, along with the video. So there's a lot of them that I did videos with, and those videos are also in the book. So what I do is I actually send you the PDF either to your phone, to your email, wherever it is you want it to go, and you're able to open it up, and you can actually go right to, let's say you're looking for a hotel. Let's say that you're looking for a moving company. You can go right there, tap on it, and you get to watch the video of the individual that I actually interviewed and got to know. You're going to find that people want to help here. There are people that want to help. But I've also got to tell you that sometimes when you're an expat, you have a target on your back. So that's one of the big reasons why I literally started working on this. So included are accountants, attorneys, best restaurants, churches, veterinarians, the hotels, insurance agents, hospitals, mechanics, auto sales, the best banks, private drivers, golf courses, the health professionals, nursing homes, grocery stores, and so much more is inside of this book. It's literally, as I said, it's taken me all these years to actually get it all put together. So it's chock full. It's 14 pages, soon to be 17. I'm adding some more categories. In fact, we go out, and when I put out a new version of it, you actually get that email directly to you. I'm waiting to release this. It is probably going to be, I'm going to say probably June, July, when everything's done and I can actually offer it then. I'm going to offer it to the public. So somebody could watch our channel and says, you know what, I want to know those individuals. I want to get that information. I don't want to pick up the phone and have no idea who I'm calling, why I'm calling. I call, I get bad service. I mean, I want to be able to make that call once and know that person, that I can trust that person because Jim trusts them. So I'm looking at releasing it probably June, July. It'll be $197. I have already had people buy it from me, but I've not made any kind of announcement to anybody about it. So when we're together, you and I, when we go out on the tour, you're going to get a free copy of that book. You're going to get a free copy. So that's one of the benefits. So what I'd like to do right now is just share with you some individuals that have actually been out with me. You'll be able to see pictures. You'll be able to see actual people sharing what their experiences have been with me. So let's go ahead and watch right now.
I'm Gino from Scotts Valley, California.
And I'm Julie from Scotts Valley, California.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that they're together, would you? Okay, and this is an important one. Why Mexico and why Lake Chapala?
Well, for me, it's just where we're from in California. It's just getting so darn expensive. And Julie and I are both retired, and on a fixed income. We're not starving, but it's just getting really expensive to live where we live, and it's not going down. So Julie had shown me one of Jim's videos one day, and we've been watching ever since and learning everything about this beautiful place here, Lake Chapala, and we wanted to come down here and check it out.
During the period of time that we've been together, Have you been able to accomplish everything you came to accomplish?
Yes, more than we ever thought.
Could you
Yes.
could you have ever done it by yourself?
No.
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 Okay.
No way.
Okay. So they came with a list of things that they wanted to be able to accomplish. And so what they're sharing with you is they've accomplished everything, which is really important. And there's a couple things that were really highlights that I could really tell with you folks. And one of them was when we went to the hospital and then we went inside the pharmacy to see about what the meds cost. And then we came out and there was that sign for the hospital that showed the different medical insurances that the hospital takes. And do you know they take yours?
Yes.
Well, they take both of yours together. So I know that was something that was really an eye-opening experience for you, that you could in fact get the same kind of care here that you get back in the States. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
It's huge. Yeah, Julie and I both have Kaiser Permanente insurance, and one of the newer hospitals down here, medical facilities, on their sign that showed all the different types of medical insurances they accept, and Kaiser Permanente was right up there. And, so we're excited about that because both of us being retired, when we get older, medication and care becomes more important.
Right.
So a little bit of peace of mind.
So let me ask you, was it worth your time and money?
Absolutely.
Oh, invaluable.
Can't put a price on this. No, but we knew nothing. It's not just about coming across the border with all your belongings. There are so many T's that need to be crossed and I's that need to be dotted. We couldn't have done this without Jim's help. And I'm so happy that we did enlist him. And what a deal! We got away with a steal, a bargain. I think.
I agree. Absolutely.
So if someone else is watching this video and they're saying, you know what, I've been watching videos, I've been looking at Facebook, I've been all over the place looking, and they're wanting to accomplish everything. But maybe they're saying, I can come down and I could do it all myself.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Bad idea. Save the money that the relocation service costs is a drop in the bucket compared to all the anxiety and frustration and sleeplessness that I'm sure we would have encountered. Because there are so many things to do. It's not, like I say, not just packing up and driving across the border. There's immigration and real estate and banking and there's a whole list, a multitude of things that need to be taken care of. And if you don't know anybody, it's an impossible task.
The thing that really happens here is there's a lot of people that they want my time, they want my expertise, my knowledge, my experts, my contacts. And you would say that coming down and being here for the few days you folks have been here has been well worth the entire trip.
Absolutely.
100%. The
Okay.
recommended place to stay while we're here, we found a beautiful place to stay. And it's really close to the Malecon. And we've been walking and enjoying the area. What a beautiful area this is, Lake Chapala.
Gorgeous.
The places we were shown, and we've been out to eat, all the restaurants, the food and the people, we can't wait. Cannot wait. We don't want to leave.
No.
My name's Bridget. I'm originally from Georgia. We moved from Florida and came to Mexico 2 years ago, and we're living in Merida in the Yucatan. And we're exploring our options here in Lake Chapala. This is my husband, Charles.
You planned your trip here with the intention to accomplish things. And your goals for our time together, do you feel like you got all of your questions answered?
Yes, I think that we picked a great person. Jim is very amiable. He's very easy. He's very honest, and you don't find that much, especially on YouTube channels, and a lot of times just basically in life. Jim is very accommodating. He's generous. He's extremely friendly, and what I love more than anything, again, is honesty. And he puts himself out there, and he does the work, and he makes your time together as smooth as possible. And he has checked all of our boxes. I don't know what else I could say. He has been beyond measure to us.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. The check is in the mail.
No, it's true. He is such a sweetheart, and you will fall in love with him. He is just that. He's honest.
How valuable was it to have immediate access, being introduced to professionals that are honest and experienced?
Value. I couldn't give you a better glowing recommendation. Jim is booked well into the future because of the interest of people moving here to Mexico for whatever reason they have. That's well worth every cent. The introductions that have been made, the time that he has spent, the attention to our personal needs, and
we can tell by the people that Jim has introduced us to. They're real, honest, hard-working people that will try to accommodate us any way they can, just like Jim has.
Looking back, do you feel that I've saved you time, money, frustration by going out with me versus just coming and trying to figure the place out yourself?
Oh, yes. Because, like I said, we've already gone through this once before, and having somebody with their boots on the ground who has already gone through all of it, the frustration level can be overpowering sometimes. And it will get you to asking, did I make a big mistake? And it can be extremely frustrating. But having someone who has networked and done the research for you and comes across flawless, oh yes, it's extremely valuable.
Do you feel like it was worth every penny?
Quite honestly, I would have paid more. And we're not getting paid for this now. These glowing recommendations I've given you are truly honest and from my heart.
And not everybody gets to, but you guys also got the opportunity of meeting Barbara.
Yes, and Barbara is such a precious sweetheart. We felt so privileged to be able to meet her and spend time with her. And they are both just such a lovely couple, just so giving.
Okay, wasn't that great? Yeah, people just like you that have come and gotten my help. Now, I want to let you know, there's two other services here, they're realtors. So obviously they're in the business of selling homes. And they both have relocation services. One's $1,900 and the other one's $1,400. Now, my service for 2 days, $500. So for $500, you're getting me for 2 days, and you're going to get a chance to find out everything that I've been sharing with you. So again, I do all this because I care. You know, I deal with some medical issues, and I just push through that. So you get me for 2 days, you get my experience of being here for almost 4 years, a YouTube influencer, a retirement specialist. And if you would like to become one of my retirement success stories and would like to get more information, you can email me. I'll put the information right here in the description. But you're going to email me at JBsBigAdventure, JBsBigAdventure521 at gmail.com. JBsBigAdventure521 at gmail.com. Now, be sure to include a contact number because I can't reach to you unless I've got your number. And I do want you to know that my calendar does get booked up, and it books up quickly. But I still want to talk to you and see what I can do about getting you fit in. So reach out to me today, and we'll discuss your upcoming trip. And I look forward to it. I look forward to not only sharing with you, but also serving you with this great service. So until next time, thank you so much for being a part of this channel and actually being a part and supporting this community. You have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video and on our relocation and boots on the ground tour.